Hi there, Sagittarius, and welcome back to Star-Lord's Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the month of June 2025. Can you believe we are halfway through the year already? Oh my goodness, the year is going by so fast. So we have the monthly format here. We're going to start off with your overall energy, break it down week by week. So let's get to your reading, Sagittarius. Your overall energy is Judgment in the upright position. It looks like making a judgment call this month could be very significant to some of you. For those of you it resonates for. The judgment is a couple of different things. You need to make a judgment call because something could be resurrecting again. Now, it could be someone from the past is returning or is destined to return this month, or it could be a situation from the past that you're reliving again, and you need to make a judgment call whether to, not let the past recreate. It could be a company you once worked for maybe is hiring again, and they could be contacting you, or you could hear through the grapevine, and you'll need to decide whether or not to return to that. Could be a hobby, a group of people, or anything from the past that is resurrecting again. It can also represent, for some of you, those of you who are more spiritually minded, it could be a spiritual awakening this month that brings you to that aha moment where you see things in a whole new light. In week 1, we have the Ace of Pentacles rooted down by the Eight of Swords reversed. So Ace of Pentacles represents, aces always usher in something new, something fresh. Could be a golden opportunity. For some of you, it can represent finding affordable housing, affordable apartment. Could be finding a great investment for some of you. It can be finding a diamond in the rough, like maybe if you're into real estate, it could be you find a really good home that all you have to do is invest some time and money into, and it could turn into a nice profit for you. It can be an opportunity to work at a place where you can make good money down the pike, but you have to sort of start off at the beginning. For some of you, it can represent a small inheritance, a small sum of money coming your way. Either way, it helps you find an escape hatch. This Eight of Swords in reverse has come up a lot this month. A lot of people are going to be finding a way out of their situations where they felt stuck. The Eight of Swords in the upright can point to where we're up in our head too much, we're overthinking a situation, we feel trapped and we don't know how to get out. Sometimes it can be because our circumstances have us trapped in a job we don't like, a place we don't like, a neighborhood we don't like, and we're trying to find a way out. But it looks like this week, Sagittarius, you could be finding an escape hatch. You could be finding a way out. Because the Ace of Pentacles is here, right? This is a fresh new start, a new beginning, a new opportunity that helps you to get out of the situation you're in where you feel trapped. Very positive. Week 2, you have the Four of Cups rooted down by another ace here. This is the Ace of Wands. But the Four of Cups represents that sort of emotional apathy, kind of ho-hum. The universe is trying to offer you something on the spiritual front, on the creative front, on the romantic front, and we're just not interested. Our mind is elsewhere. So it's like you're kind of rejecting the emotional gift in order to find the Ace of Wands, because it seems like you're more interested in passion, excitement, adventure, travel, fun. You're not really, some of you maybe are being offered the chance to have a serious relationship, and you're just saying, no, I'd rather just find somebody to have fun with and have a good time with. Others of you want to start something passionate. Maybe you have a passion for a new idea, for a business idea, or maybe you have a desire to travel and you don't want to be, slowed down by a relationship or anything at this point, or even a spiritual or creative project at this point. Now in week 3, you have the Three of Wands, very progressive energy with the Justice in the upright. So the Three of Wands represents, we've been building towards something, we're moving towards something. Maybe for some of you, that's what you're after. Because remember, the story of the tarot, you just need that one more wand and you get to the Four of Wands. We have arrived. So maybe some of you are aware of where you're at right now and you're just like, you're not 100% where you want to be. You don't see that completion just yet. And that's why you want to chase that, and you don't want to get distracted by the cup energy. So the Three of Wands, though, is progressive energy. Stop and realize, I always say stop and smell the roses when this comes up, because you want to at least recognize and be grateful for how far you have come, considering you started at the beginning and this is how far you've come. So stop and realize that, and celebrate that to an extent, because you're almost at that Four of Wands. Justice is rooting this down. So this is fairness, balance, equality. It can represent something happening in the courts. So maybe some of you who are involved in a court case, a court situation, maybe this is representing justice here. It could be hearing, a judgment at the end. Well, the judgment actually is literally here. Justice and judgment together can indicate that a situation is resolving itself, and it's usually in our favor. So it could be that maybe some of you need an arbitration to go through, some kind of justice to play out in the court system in order to move ahead. Others of you could be waiting on permits, things like that. It looks like you will be getting a movement ahead. And then in week 4, you have the Ten of Swords reversed, rooted down by the Fool in the upright. Ten of Swords is healing from a situation that bottomed out. Ten of Swords in the upright, tens represent ending. Something just hit critical mass. And we're just like, I'm not dealing with this situation, this person, what have you, whatever caused the Ten of Swords. We're just not dealing with that anymore. So it's now reversed, so we are now healing from that situation in order to begin anew, begin something fresh. The Fool represents a little bit of risky energy, because we could be jumping into something untried, and we've never tried this before. We've never done this before, so it's something new. But Sagittarius, you're no stranger to jumping in and trying something new. You're all about the adventure and the fun, the excitement. It looks like that's what you're looking for. So you find what you're looking for, it looks like, towards the end of the month. This is a very positive reading, and we'd love to hear from you in the comment section. In closing, I'm going to be pulling 2 cards here from the Zodiac Astrology deck. The first one is for love and romance. What do we have for Sagittarius? Gemini, Moon in Gemini, number 15, indecision. Should I stay or should I go? Well, it could be some of you, that's what's going on. You could be involved with Gemini. There could be something special in your love life happening when the moon or the sun is in Gemini, because the sun's in Gemini most of the month, or on the 15th. You could be indecisive when it comes to love and relationships. Maybe something gets resolved for some of you in the moon's in Gemini. Gemini could be a love interest, or Gemini could introduce you to a new love if you're single and looking. Second one is for career and finance. What do we have for career and finance? We have Scorpio, Moon in Scorpio, number 20, transformation. It could be a major overhaul, transformation of your career or your financial situation. Maybe that's where the Fool is coming in. You're trying something new or transforming something. Something special could happen with or through a Scorpio in your career or your financial situation. Something special could happen when the moon's in Scorpio, or on the 20th of June. So that's what I have for you, Sag. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you have a wonderful month ahead. And I hope the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you again in the next video. Take care. Much love. Namaste. Bye-bye for now.